presentation is over Japanese L2 English learners. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this multiple times. I promise this will be it. One more presentation and we'll be done hearing me talk about this. So, who are L2 learners? L2 learners are essentially anyone who is learning English as a second language. There's multiple names for it, L2 learners, EFL, ELL, that stands for English as a Foreign Language, English language learners. The acronyms changed over the course of time, and this actually seems to be the most popular use at the time. This is relevant to me. Eventually, I do want to move from Texas to Japan and teach overseas there. I think it'd be an amazing opportunity for me. That's why I did choose this as my topic. But I do have family there. I do have family here or there in Japan, and I do have family here as well. But the majority of my family is in Japan, and it really would be nice to be able to teach overseas there and be closer to them as a family. So what have I learned so far? I've learned a lot. There's been an abundance of information that it's almost overwhelming. Dr. Myers actually helped me come to this research topic, and it's been a really good one. I've learned a lot from it. So starting off, teaching to the test is something that's kind of a major problem. Students are doing decent on the tests, the written tests and whatnot, but what seems to be a problem is hands-on application of English, so using it in conversation and stuff stuff like that. And also, it seems that students aren't quite ready to use online resources in an academic setting, so they're struggling with the online resources, but in class, like in book reading, stuff like that is not too hard for them. Anxiety is another problem. I feel like that's a similarity shared with the students here in the U.S. Anxiety, motivation, these are somewhat problems for the students here in Japan. So possible solutions. What can be done about this kind of stuff? There are a lot of suggestions from the articles I've read. For one, we can start sensing what type of learners these students are, and I feel like that's mostly auditory. Auditory, like I said before, it's a hands-on thing. When it comes to learning a new language, I feel that's by far going to be the best approach to being efficient in your learning habits. Hands-on conversation, not just reading and writing, actual application, that you can use in the everyday world, common conversation, stuff like that is really going to help these students. So another suggestion thrown out there by researchers that I've read is they feel that it's going to be best suited to mix Japanese teachers in Japan with English native speakers. Mix those, and they feel it'll be the best efficient classroom. So what stood out to me is honestly the sheer amount of similarities between students here in the U.S., non-L2 learners, and these Japanese L2 English students. Like I said, auditory learning is the way I feel we should go, and honestly, I feel like I'm an auditory learner, and most people here in the U.S. I would think would consider themselves the same. Other things like motivation, anxiety, attitude, willingness to learn or communicate are big things here. And, I feel for myself, confidence has kind of grown. As I said before, and many times, I do want to be a teacher of these L2 students in Japan, and I feel as though this has only prepared me more and made me more confident. And as I said before, it really stood out to me how much information was at my disposal. Dr. Myers did help me come to this research topic, and it really is, there's so much information about it. I never really came to a point where I didn't have enough information. If anything, I became more disorganized, and it was just a lot of information, almost overwhelming to work with, but I did, and I think it's prepared me for future research assignments such as this. I'll get my checklist in order and be a little more organized next time. It's definitely been a learning experience for me so far. But as I said, I've learned a lot, and I feel it's only going to help me further in the future. Other than that, just let me know if you guys have any questions. Just drop them down below in the comments. I'll do my best. I'll be working on homework and stuff all day, so I'll be here answering questions. And congratulations to Dr. Myers on her new baby boy. Thank you guys.